What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's good to see you guys again. I hope you all have been well despite the state of the world. But today I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about fruit fasting and just overall health, which is a very important topic despite what a lot of you may think. So let's get started. Hello, my fellow awakening souls. So basically, today I wanted to talk about fruit fasting and show you guys a little juicing recipe. It's not nothing major, just a quick one too. And just get into health, really, health and fasting, because it is such an important step on your journey to evolving and growing as a being. Lately, I've been getting into taking care of my vessel more and starting to really care about what it is that I eat. And I know that a lot of us think that it's not that important. Most of us, and I used to be one of those people, think that, we're all gonna die anyway. I don't wanna hear any of that. This is not for me. You know, most of our excuses is the fact that we're going to die anyway. But once you begin to realize on your spiritual journey that it's a matter of leaving this body and moving on to the next place, wherever that may be. It's not necessarily dying, because dying means the end of something, and a spirit can never die. We are all part of one divine source. And although we are all original and unique in our own ways, and it's such a beautiful thing, we still originate from one divine source, the creator of all universes, all timelines, all worlds. We all derive from that. And so we have to realize that we are spirit and stop attaching ourselves so much to the body. While, yes, I know today the videos is about taking care of the body, which it is an important thing, but you also have to remember that in essence, you are spirit. And therefore, you still want to take care of the vessel in which your spirit resides in. You know, why not live a healthier, longer life, you know, rather than shortening your lifespan by consuming synthetic waste and a number of other chemicals and products that we consume in our day-to-day. I know that it can be pretty overwhelming because we're being poisoned in so many different ways. We're getting hit with the lotion, the soap, the toothpaste, the toothbrushes, you know, pretty much anything you can think of, the air we breathe. But when you limit the amount of poison you take in and you take care of your body, the more you put life into your body rather than poison, the longer, the healthier you'll have a chance of living without counting outside forces and things of that nature. But it's still important. A lot of us think, oh, we're going to die anyway. But I think that a part of the spiritual journey and a part of growing is to start taking care of yourself. It's evolving. It's a part of evolving. Why continuously to willingly know that you're consuming synthetic waste and that you're consuming harsh chemicals, and you know you have the option to change and to consume better? We purposely shorten our own lifespans by continuously to ignorantly say, I don't care, I'm going to die anyway, and just continue consuming things that we should not be consuming. I myself used to be one of those people, and I'm still working on my health journey. I'm far from perfect, but I used to be one of those people who would eat McDonald's, and my family would try to tell me, you know, that's bad for you, don't eat that. And I used to tell them, don't send me any videos, don't send me anything, I don't care, I'm gonna die anyway. But the more that I started looking to my health and realizing that the power is in my hands to control what I consume and what I do put on my body, while I can't control the harsh chemicals being sprayed in the air, I can control what I consume. So why not choose better? You know, our lives are the representation of our choices. So if we don't make better choices, then our lives will be the representation of that. And food is one of those things. If you're wondering why you're breaking out, why you constantly get headaches, you know, why you got cancer, why you got any type of dis-ease or any type of condition or something, you know, that's unpleasant and unhealthy going on, it's a result of your eating. Everything leads back to eating. Everything leads back to what you consume. Yes, I know the air is poison. Yes, I know the lotion is poison, but buy better lotion. Use coconut oil instead of using, you know, regular lotion. Use fluoride-free toothpaste instead of using regular toothpaste, or find a farmer or someone you know that has the hookup with somebody that makes their toothpaste from scratch, holistic natural toothpaste. There is a solution for everything on this planet. It's just whether or not you're willing to look for it. You know, I've been looking for grapes for the longest on my fast, and I finally found some seeded grapes, and I bought all they had before they ran out. But yes, so we have to start being mindful. Like, we're being poisoned in so many different areas of our lives. So how can you expect to grow mentally or spiritually if you're still consuming something that is lowering your vibration? Food has a role on our vibrations and our mental state of minds. Food leads to mental diseases as well. And so you have to realize that, honestly, and I probably should stop using the word food, because more often than not, it's more like synthetic waste and genetically modified. It's not really food in a sense. Food is life, you know. But the more you get into wanting to take care of your health, the more you feel connected to the all. The more you feel connected to nature. It's a feeling that is kind of indescribable, especially when you begin your fast. When you start fasting and when you do it for a consecutive number of days and you stay consistent in just consuming fruits or just fasting, whether that's juicing or just water, any type of fast really, where you're not consuming synthetic waste, genetically modified food or anything of that nature, it is on a different level. Your mindset begins to change, and spiritually you become more one with yourself and more one with nature and all around you. I kind of it's really, when you begin to fast, I really feel like a lot of us, especially me, before I started fasting, I had an opinion about it, thinking that it was no point in doing so and that it was a waste of time and that, you know, there were no benefits from it. But besides weight loss, because a lot of people like to think people fast just for weight loss and say that it's unhealthy, I think that we need to start keeping opinions to ourselves on things to which we have no knowledge about. Because how can you properly formulate an opinion on something if you've never tried it or you don't have any knowledge about it? At that point, you're just ignorantly coming to an assumption based off other people's opinions instead of formulating your own after trying it, experiencing, or learning about it. So for me, I used to think there was no point in fasting, but beside the weight loss part of it, fasting does have some benefits that are indescribable spiritually, on a spiritual level, with you and the creator of all in nature. And it's just beyond words. Honestly, that's the best way that I can describe it. So if you want to kind of understand with what I'm talking about, or if you watch Yaki Awaken, him and this other guy, Bobby, on their interview, and they were talking about things that took place on their fast, such as astral projecting and different levels of vibration and mind states and, you know, daydreaming and things like that. There's different things that come with fasting, but it really is something that you just have to try in order to completely understand where people are coming from when they say their lives have changed when they started a fast. Their mental changed when they started a fast. Fasting is really a matter of mind over matter. You have to persuade your mind. It's a technique, I really think, of trying to have some type of discipline and control over your mind. Half the time when we're eating, we're just eating because our mind is telling us that we're hungry, and we live in a country that is programmed us to overconsume even though we don't need to. So it's really a matter of controlling your mind. Half the time we're eating and we're not even truly hungry. We ate for the day and then we want a couple of snacks because that's what we've been programmed to do, to keep eating. When really, once you begin to fast, you start to realize that you have more control over your mind. You feel proud of yourself. Your mental is in a different state. You might even seem more positive than where you were before. And then as a result of fasting, which is another benefit, is the weight loss. Me and David were working out very consistently, and we weren't seeing any progress with our stomach. Like, we're like, okay, we're eating, we know we don't eat meat anymore. We're working out consistently. What is it? Why aren't we seeing any growth? And it wasn't until we did our 7-day watermelon fast. I mean, we did the 72-hour one, but I honestly feel like the 72-hour fast, I feel like that's more of a starter pack. Like, the 72 hours doesn't really do much for you, especially if you go back to eating a bunch of bullshit after fasting for just 3 days. The body didn't really get a break. I mean, it got a break for a couple of hours, but you then put something bad back into the body. So it kind of defeats the purpose of your fast. But 72 hours is a way to ease yourself into being able to do the 7-day, 14-day, 15, 30-day, to go longer. So we started off with the 3-day fast. We kind of failed the first time because we had salad and cauliflower. And so we felt bad about it, but I do want to put a disclaimer out there. When you are in the beginning stages of learning to fast, please don't beat yourself up about it because you may have cheated. Just put down whatever it is that you cheated with and pick right back up where you started and try again. I had to try over like 3 or 4 times in order for me to fully complete a fruit fast without any other types of food. So just don't judge yourself. Just put it down, finish it, wake up the next day, start over again, and keep going and keep starting over till you're able to complete what it is that you set out to complete. A fast is not something that anyone can just do that is just simply easy. It is something that we have to train ourselves to do, and then eventually it becomes easy. I figure once you complete your 3-day fast, a 72-hour fast, once you get over that 3rd day, you're like, man, I could really go longer. I feel like that's when you really get over the hump. But at least for me personally, that's what got me. After like the 3rd day, it got easier. I wasn't as hungry. I would be fine with just eating nuts, drinking tea and my fruits, and perfectly fine with that. But back to the story with me and him, we wasn't seeing progress even though we were working out and we stopped eating meat. And it wasn't until we did our 7-day watermelon fast that we dropped like 20 pounds and our stomachs began to flatten out. Not gonna lie, I do think it's easier for boys to lose weight faster than girls. So David's stomach to me is flatter than mine, but that's motivating me even more to continue eating healthier. But it's a lot more than just the gym, guys. A flat stomach starts at home. It starts in the kitchen. You're not gonna see progress no matter how much you're working out unless you change your eating habits. I'm not saying you have to put down the snacks for good if that's something that you are choosing not to do, even though you know they're bad for you, but you wanna eat healthier more than you are eating bad. Because there's still some foods. While we don't keep snacks in the house anymore, we've come a long way from that, because I was a big snack person. Like, I grew up with my grandmother owning a snowball stand and they sold all kind of snacks. So for me, giving up my snacks was like really hard, but out of sight, out of mind is truly a thing, because once we stopped buying the snacks and only fruits and food, I don't eat them. I would have to literally go to the store and purchase snacks to eat them, which I haven't done in a while. I've been content with my food and eating my fruits. So I really don't eat snacks anymore, but I do have certain foods like pizza, cauliflower wings, things like that that I still like to eat that isn't the best for us, but I eat healthier more than I eat those type of things. So if you still are like that, then don't judge yourself for wanting a cheat day every now and then. It's your choice. If you want to completely be, alkaline, you want to completely be vegan, you want to completely be plant-based, or you want to be pescatarian, or none of the above, you just want to eat healthier and still eat meat and still have certain things that you like that aren't good for you, I just say there needs to be a certain type of balance there, like there is with everything. Balance out what you're eating. Eat more life than you are consuming death, in a sense. It's been so hard to find fruits with seeds in them. So if you're like me, start looking up on your map or start driving around where you live looking for little shacks for farmers. There are farmers everywhere if you look hard enough. Most of them, well, in my area, they are ducked off on the side of the road in little shacks and things like that. But that's where you want to find your fruits, your organic, homegrown fruits. So that's where I go. I go to the farmer's market in my town, and I found a family that sells their own different mushroom supplements. They sell the tinctures that they make with the mushrooms. They sell the capsules. They sell the raw mushrooms for you to eat. So I purchased some lion's mane mushrooms from one of the farmers at my local farmer's market. I also purchased their tincture, which has lion's mane, it has reishi, it has chaga, and it has shiitake, it has turkey tail, and organic raw honey. And this is really good to put like a few drops in your tea. You put a few drops in your water, and it really doesn't taste bad. The lion's mane is really good for your nervous system and brain function. I've also found some delicious homegrown honey from one of the farmers. He has a bee farm, so this is really, really good. And then I get all of my fruits from them as well. I still have cravings like anyone else, but the longer that I've been fasting, the more healthier I've been eating, the cravings start to kind of be easier to tame. Because the only reason we crave certain things that we know are bad for us or that we know causes cancer or a lot of other diseases is nothing more than the parasite inside of us, the low vibrational version of ourselves craving that which is bad for us. And it is until you show some type of self-control, self-awareness, and discipline that you will be able to control the low vibrational version of yourself that is craving that which you do not need. I even started buying some health books to start broadening my learning. This one is African Holistic Health by Layla O. Africa. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy around the author and like his viewpoints on race. We have to learn when you're on a journey of growing and evolving, you get to a point where you kind of are able to take what you need out of certain materials, whether it be books, seminars, or videos. You take what you need while not paying too much attention to other people's opinions. You don't have to get out of character. You don't have to say, oh, I'm never reading this because I disagree with their viewpoint on life. There is a lot of different good material out there in the world that has good things that we can take from it while not applying the bad things that don't apply to us. So you take what you need while leaving what you don't. So as far as his opinions on like race and stuff like that, I don't tend to pay attention too much to those parts. They don't bother me. I'm a really open person, so I'm open to hearing other people's point of view and opinions without getting emotionally involved, because that lowers your vibration when you emotionally attach yourself to a lot of things that you don't need to be attached to. But as far as the recipes for cancer, women's health, a little bit of history on, I'm probably going to butcher the name, but Imhotep, the father of medicine, not Hippocrates. It makes me want to look more into my culture, just look more into my culture, look more into true holistic health and not the mainstream health that we have today. I currently work in the health industry, and I can say while there are some benefits as far as like surgeons and things of that nature, there are a lot of unnecessary things that the people I work with, especially the elderly people I work with, are prescribed that is unnecessary and that doesn't fix or heal them. It just puts a band-aid on the problem and it comes back later down the line. So I don't want to experience that in my old age. I think that's what truly motivated me to start taking care of myself, is seeing my grandmothers on so many medications, seeing the members, the older elderly people I work with on so many medications, suffering at 60 on down. And 60 isn't even an old age to me. I do not want to be going through health problems when I get older. I want to be healthy. I want to live. I want to be able to still walk, work out, do what I need to do, drive myself, good eyesight, good health, and good mind. I don't want to experience that. Dis-ease does not come with old age. There are just old people with dis-eases, okay? There are a lot of elderly people that I've seen, like this one man that lives around here, works out every day, doesn't take any medication, doesn't even look like he's in his 70s, has abs. It's a matter of mind. If you tell yourself in your mind once you retire at 60, oh, now it's all down here from here, I'm getting old, that is what your body is going to feel like. That is what the universe is going to provide for you. You're going to feel old, act old, and all of the things that come with what you think old age is going to come. But if you got it in your mind that you're healthy, no matter what age it is, that you will always have your mind and your health and you're doing things to take care of those things, then that will not come no matter what age you is. There's another book on the shelf over there on my bookshelf that I read, which taught me this as well, which I kind of knew about because my grandmother's in her my great grandmother is in her 90s and she doesn't take any medication. She doesn't have any health problems. She doesn't need any nurse sitting at the house with her. She does everything for herself for the most part. David's great grandmother is the same way. The book is called, I believe, what is it? I forgot, but I'll put it in this link below. But it's about Okinawa, an island in Japan where all of they call you once you get to 100 and up, centenarians live, 112, 107, 99. Some of them are even in their 80s and 70s, and there's a village of them, and they help each other with anything that they need. They grow their own vegetables, they trade, they take care of each other. And they live, they throw parties, no matter what age anyone is turning in the village. When you take care of your health, you take care of your mind. And when you have your mind, you're still able to do all that it is that you wish to do. So that is a big thing that motivated me to take care of myself, just realizing that I'm saying I'm not going to regret eating these things now. But after working with so many people that are so sick and that don't have to be, it's just motivated me to take care of myself and to lose a little bit of weight too. I'm not gonna lie, fasting, I'm a little motivated to fast even more too, so that I can shed a little bit of weight, because even though, like I said, you can work out and you can eat healthier, but if you want to take your weight loss journey to the next level as well, do a fast. I'm not talking about just 3 days or 72 hours. Try to aim for 7 days once you've been able to complete a 3-day fast. Aim for 7, then aim for 10, or aim for 15, and do it. Even if you have to include vegetables in that, do a fruit and vegetable cleanse and watch how much your stomach changes from where you are now. You're gonna notice a difference in your mind and your body, but you're also going to notice that you shed a lot of weight quicker than you would have if you just would continue working out without changing your eating habits. Another excuse that a lot of us use is that we don't have the money. Now, for myself, I'm not going to lie, buying, cheap, quick meals was cheaper for my pockets, but when you truly care for your body and you are able to save or make enough to buy better, even if that's less, then I believe we should do that. Now, obviously, if you don't have the means to purchase fruits and things that you need, then you don't. And you just gotta keep working on yourself and evolving and doing what you can until you get to a point to where you are. But if you are currently in a position where you are able to afford buying apples for 75 cents and buying oranges for $5 and buying your pineapples and things like that, instead of going by Kentucky's Fried Chicken and fries and a bunch of other stuff, do that. Your health is so much important, because how can you live the life that it is that you're trying to create if all you're doing is right now continuously filling your body with synthetic waste and harsh chemicals? Do you honestly think that the people that made it to 199 knew that they were going to make it to that age? And I know a lot of us like to say, well, my great grandmother and my grandma made it to 120 and all they ate was fried chicken and smoked cigarettes. But they didn't know that they were going to make it that long. And God bless their heart that they did. But don't you want to at least have a higher percentage chance of knowing that you have a high chance of making it to that age, because you know you've took the proper steps to take care of your body? It's a difference in just eating what you want, getting by on life, and just hoping out for the best, versus having a higher percentage of knowing that you have a higher chance of making it to that age because you took care of yourself. Obviously not including outside sources, wars and different things like that that can take place, but just health wise, when you eat better, you know that there's a higher percentage chance of you not catching anything and of you being able to heal anything that you may catch along the way, because you know the proper things to put inside your body to heal any dis-ease or discomfort, and you know that you are taking care of yourself so that you can make it to old age. Take care of yourself. I want to see you thrive. I know you want to see yourself thrive. If you are experiencing some type of dis-ease, getting to reading, getting into looking around, fruits really, truly do heal all. One of my friends had a heart condition and he tried it out. He followed Yaki Awaken's recommendations. He ate nothing but watermelon for 15 days and was able to get better results with his heart test when he went to the doctor. And just to see if this was true, he went back to eating the things that he wanted to eat, just anything and everything that he wanted to eat without eating fruits. And his results came back negative, bad. He was feeling bad. Fruits truly do heal all. Vegetables have healing properties as well, and so do herbs. So I do feel like, fasting and eating better is a part of your evolution, is a part of you growing. If you're eating bad food, especially the synthetic waste that we consume in the stores and the chemicals that's in the food that we consume in the stores, has an effect on our vibrations and on our mindset. So sometimes there could be nothing going wrong in our lives, but because of what we're consuming, we're not using all of the abilities that we do have with our mind. And so it's limiting the use of our minds, and it's keeping us stuck in places and never ever growing. Fasting is a way for you to detox your mind and your body. It's detoxing all of the harsh chemicals, all of the synthetic waste and the bad things that you've put in your body. Getting all of those parasites out, you begin to think clearer, you begin to move with ease, you begin to really, it's a real change that you'll see in yourself. I want to say, just start looking into different things. If you don't know where to start, I recommend starting with this book, and then I'll find some more recommendations for you guys to include in my description below. Start listening to people like Yaki Awaken and this other guy, his name is Bobby. I'll put his link down below. He gets into holistic health as well. And let's start healing ourselves and taking care of ourselves. But instead of just listening to me talk about it, I want you guys to start looking into fasting yourselves, especially the misconception that fruits are too sweet and cause diabetes. That is simply not true. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to let you guys look into that for yourselves. And in the meantime, we're going to juice really quickly. I'm going to do a quick juicing recipe with some oranges, some apples, and pineapples. And I'm going to make a couple of juices so I can get rid of these oranges that have been sitting in my fridge. But get into your health, guys. Start taking care of yourself, healing yourself. Healing doesn't just start with journaling, meditating, being a good person. It also starts in what you eat. Consume life, consume better, make better choices, and you'll see better changes happen in your life. Change doesn't happen overnight. growth doesn't happen overnight. So if you want to start being healthier, just take step by step into slowly. It'll get easier. It'll be your way of being and not something that you're trying to do. So let's get into making this juice.
You must hustle if you want to. If no finish, they won't fight us. If them they run, them no fit catch up. I know they form say I too like us. No con they form say you do like us. Me no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. We do dance like broccoli. Steady clean like broccoli. Steady on my grind, oh yeah, what they want telling me. Keeping on my fantasy. You want to check if my daddy know.
We finished making the juice. So I'm gonna do some fruit bowls. I was planning on doing it in this video, but I got some things to do. So I'll make that when I get home. But as far as today, this is basically a immune booster juice. I really like to call it immune booster juice because that's really what it is. Your apples, your pineapples, and your oranges are really good for your immune system. Your pineapples help with inflammation. Your oranges are packed with vitamin C and potassium. Your apples are packed with vitamin C. They also help support your skin. It helps to support your metabolism, and it helps to protect your body from toxins. So this is a really good juice to have. If you're going to drink it, then there's no need to keep it in the freezer if you're drinking it within the next 72 hours. And that goes for any fresh juice that you make. But if you're not going to be drinking it within a short time span, I recommend putting it in the freezer to preserve that freshness. That's what the lime or lemon is also used for, to keep the nutrients inside of your juice. A good stir. I'm going to take a little bit of that. I'm going to put that at the bottom. Give it a good shake. And we're done. So thank you guys so much for staying with me to see me make a quick little juice for you to prep. I hope you guys continue growing, continue evolving, and thank you guys so much for staying with me to watch the entire video. If you did, please take a look at some of the other videos I have on my page. I'm wishing you guys peace, love, light, and healing. See you guys next week.